Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, January 26th. We have the regular meeting of the Grand Rapids Economic Development Authority today. We didn't have a very long agenda, but we did end up having a very lengthy meeting. We had a really interesting and informative update from Gene McDonald. Gene McDonald is the president and CEO of Grand Itasca and Fairview Range Hospital, so the hospital here as well as the hospital and healthcare campus in Hibbing. Our discussion was around the proposed Sanford-Fairview merger. Jean filled us in as much as she could. I think, most of what she told us has been public information already. She did say that there's some nervousness locally, just which there would be with any type of merger. And then we had a discussion also about our downtown plan. That process is coming to a conclusion. Some of the main issues that were brought up as part of this process were having a place for the community to come together downtown, some of the traffic safety issues, not necessarily traffic itself, but pedestrian safety issues as part of the traffic. And then, how do we really draw people downtown, whether that's through community festivals, events, different strategic business locations and those types of things. And then also, how do we develop different sectors? Is there a retail sector and a food sector and a professional sector and so on and so forth? So a lot of good discussion. I think that when we get that plan, it'll be really good. Part of implementing that plan is we need to put together a group that's responsible for it, and that might involve hiring someone to kind of lead that group and organize it, and so that it's not all volunteer efforts. Because sometimes when we look at these things and historically, when they're volunteer led, they're very successful in the beginning, but it's always the same volunteers, and sometimes they get worn out and kind of walk away. So we're really looking forward to putting together a solid group of, maybe led by a potentially an employee of the city or an employee of someone, whether it's the city or the chamber or whomever, and then, a group of volunteers behind them to kind of lead this process. So we look forward to getting that plan in the next couple months, and we'll kind of unveil it as we do. So that was the extent of our meeting. We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, and have a great day.